So tonight, new moon in Aquarius, and we are approaching the Lion Gate, 8th of August, which is an amazing energy. At least this is how I perceive it, because it really gives nice opportunities to really go within and to see what you really wish for, you know, what your soul is trying to manifest into reality. You know, why you came here and what would you like to experience. But what I like about it, it's as well that it's not only in the manifestation visualization state. It actually gives, if you listen close enough, it gives you as well the inspiration for inspired action, for actually how you can manifest it into a reality. Because visualization without action, it's and by action I mean any type of action. You can, for example, you can decide, you can take action to move away from a place that is not beneficial for you. That action will create a butterfly effect for other opportunities to come to you easily, to meet new people. So, you know, this is like, it's not always like, it doesn't always have to be 100% the action towards the goal, you know, because we don't know yet the path. You know, your soul will take you accordingly with how ready you are and where you are at, will lead you to the result. So from there, trust the path by taking the inspired action at that moment. And here comes as well living in the present. Because when we can really, and you know, it's actually, it's so simple that it's ridiculous. But it's so complicated at the same time. Because we are so disconnected from our intuition, from our feelings, from our thoughts, from what's happening inside of us. And it's so crowded that it's too simple to be true. It's too good to be true, you know, all these limiting beliefs. And because of all this noise, we cannot really hear the clear, simple messages. And this is what we are trying to do here, is just to declutter. Just to remove all the layers so you can get back to your intuition, so you can listen to your soul, you can reconnect with your authentic self, and you can have a more beautiful life. As you want it, regardless of how you want it to be. You know, all of us, we are unique, unity in diversity. So everyone has different dreams and wishes and desires. And it's the same as we are in fashion, in decoration, in art, in food. Is the same as well with our inner world. We just need to be patient enough to rediscover it. So let's see. Yeah, I think it's kind of matching what I was just saying. So we have the Seven of Cups, which is like, you know, searching for what I was saying earlier about decluttering, and, you know, all the noise, all the voices that they are inside the head, which most often, unfortunately, they are not your voices, are the voices of the people around you and of how you've been raised up, and need to silence them and to remove them so you can have clarity. And then you can see it, kind of, yeah. Because, you know, like a rebirth needs to happen. But in doing so, you are able to remove to let go of the old persona, old identity. And the Death card has a very beautiful symbolistic on it, which is a little bit hidden in plain sight. So I will explain it a little bit. In front of the death of the horse, you see is the hierophant. The hierophant represents the beliefs, the dogma, the religion, the whatever you believe in, you know. So even he cannot stand in front of the death, you know. When it has to end, it has to end. Then no one yet made it alive. It's the same as well with these limiting beliefs from inside. Then here as well we have down here, it's the, I don't know if you can see it, it's the lady from the strength card. Here is the child from the sun card. And then I think here under in the horse is the king of swords. So, you know, the mental, the dogmas, the control, you know, the ego's control, like keeping it all together, strength, you know, I will not surrender it, the inner child wounds and all of these things, then all of them, they need transformation. We are actually going, depending on how far you want to go, you can have multiple transformations and ego deaths in your life. And then here it's the star card, yeah, healing and balancing and having, yeah, finding harmony and balance within, having, you know, connecting with the emotions in the water and connecting as well with the grounding, you know, with the material on the one leg it's on the land and one it's in the water, in order to uncover everything that is hidden, the moon, lots of major of arcanas out, so and so the completion can be the rebirth, completing the cycle and starting a new one. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's put more cards. Let's see. Easy, right? But it's not that easy because there is still lots of inner conflict. There is still lots of contradictions and beliefs that are fighting against each other. And most of the time, you know, this card is kind of like representing the war within. So let's see what's the advice. Action, inspired action. Having the courage, King of Wands. Yeah, this is the embodiment of all the previous kings of cup, kings of sword and of pentacles. It's putting the mental, the emotions and the material together and taking the inspired action. What I was saying in the beginning of the video, just have the courage to look at everything and see, and the courage, and because as well when we have courage, when we are able to detach and to observe, yeah, to be an observant, not to be so emotionally involved. I received an advice from a therapist one, and it really, really helped me because I was going through a dark night of the soul and I was really all over the place. So it was like, why are you on this on the stage, like in the theater? Go and watch, you know, be a watcher to this show and see how you see it after. And it really helped me, it really stayed with me, and I start to do that in my meditations. And you know, of course it's not that easy at the beginning, it just takes practice, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. I promise you, it's really worth it. So that's it from me today. Let me know in the comments, please. It really helps as well the channel, and see you in the next one.